Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Mi nombre es Fernando y este canal está dedicado a todo lo que tiene que ver con el proceso de la ciudadanía. El día de hoy vamos a estudiar la N400 y todas las posibles definiciones que nos puedan preguntar. En el video del día de hoy no voy a incluir ninguna traducción y ninguna letra, pues la finalidad del video es practicar, no estudiar. He notado que muchas personas tienen muchos problemas durante la entrevista porque no practicaron lo suficiente, porque se quedaron acostumbrados a videos con letras y subtítulos. Recordemos que durante la entrevista no habrá subtítulos y no habrá letras, simplemente estarán tú, el oficial, y tu capacidad de entender y pronunciar el inglés. Estos videos que hago son para ejercitar esa parte. Ahora, en dado caso que no entiendas algo, no te preocupes, en la descripción de este video voy a dejar la lista de algunas de las definiciones y la próxima semana haré un video de cómo responder ante cada una de las definiciones por el caso de que haya quedado alguna duda. Ya saben amigos que toda esta información es gratuita, lo único que te pedimos es que nos ayudes a darle un like, que lo compartas con personas que están en el proceso, o si estás en algún foro de alguna red social, vayas y compartas este video para así ayudar a más personas a que logren su meta. Muy bien amigos, sin nada más que decir, comencemos con la práctica del día de hoy. Please answer yes or no to the following questions. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen? Why not? What is to claim to be a U.S. citizen? Thank you. Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Why not? What is to register to vote? Thank you. Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Why not? What is to vote? Thank you. Do you now have or do you ever had inheritance title or an order of nobility from any foreign country? Okay. What is inheritance title or an order of nobility? Okay. What is a foreign country? Thank you. Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or being confined into a mental institution? What is legally incompetent? What is a mental institution? Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? What are taxes? When was the last time that you filed your taxes? Have you ever not filed your federal, state, or local tax return since you become a lawful permanent resident? What is a lawful permanent resident? Thank you. Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you become a lawful permanent resident? Okay. In what year you did not pay your taxes? Are you sure? Thank you. Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in other location in the world? Thank you. Have you ever been a member of or any way associated, either directly or indirectly, with the Communist Party? What is communism? Have you ever been a member of or any way associated with any other totalitarian party? What is a totalitarian party? Thank you. Have you ever been a member of or any way associated with a terrorist organization? What is a terrorist organization? Have you ever advocated either directly or indirectly the overthrow of any government by force or violence? What is to overthrow a government by force or violence? Thank you. Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? What is to persecute? Thank you. Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for or associate in any way with the Nazi government of Germany? What is Nazi? Thank you. Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following? Genocide. What is genocide? Were you ever involved with torture? What is torture? Were you ever involved in killing or trying to kill someone? What is killing? Were you ever involved in badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose? Were you ever involved in forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations? Were you ever involved in not letting someone practice his or her religion? What is religion? Thank you. Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups? Military unit, What is a military unit? Paramilitary unit. What is a paramilitary unit? Police unit. What is a police unit? Were you ever a part of a self-defense unit? What is a self-defense unit? Were you ever a part of a vigilant unit? What is a vigilant unit? Were you ever a part of a rebel group? What is a rebel group? Were you ever a part of a guerrilla group? What is a guerrilla group? Were you ever a part of a militia? What is a militia? Were you ever a part of an insurgent organization? What is an insurgent organization? Were you ever a worker, volunteer, soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following? Prison or jail? What is a prison or jail? Were you ever a part of a prison camp? What is a prison camp? Were you ever a part of a detention facility? What is a detention facility? Were you ever a part of a labor camp? What is a labor camp? Were you ever part of any other place where people were forced to stay? Okay. Were you ever a part of any group or did you ever help any group, unit, organization that uses weapons against any person or threaten to do so? Do you ever self-give or provide weapons to any person or help another person self-give or provide weapons to any person? Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training? What is a weapon? Do you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed force or group? Did you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that help or support people in combat? Have you ever committed, assisted in, commit, or attempt to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? What is a crime? What is arrested? Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason? What is cited? Have you ever been charged with committed, attempting to commit, or assisting commit a crime or offense? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? Can you please tell me in Spanish what I just asked you? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? Yes, can you please translate it for me? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? Thank you. Have you ever been placed in an alternate sentence or in a rehabilitate program? What is a rehabilitate program? Thank you. Have you ever received a suspended sentence, being placed in probation, or being paroled? What is to be on probation? What is to be paroled? Thank you. Have you ever been in prison or jail? Have you ever been a habitual drunkard? What is a habitual drunkard? Have you ever been a prostitute or procuring anyone for prostitution? What is prostitution? Have you ever sold or smuggled controlled substance, illegal drugs, or narcotics? Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time? Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit? Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally? Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? What is illegal gambling? Thank you. Have you ever failed to support your dependents or pay alimony? Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain a public benefit in the United States? Have you ever given any U.S. government official any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? Have you ever lied to any U.S. government official to gain entry or admission to the United States or to gain an immigration benefit while in the United States. Do you understand what a lie is? What is a lie? Are you lying to me or are you telling the truth? Thank you. Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been ordered to remove, excluded, or deport from the United States? Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings currently pending against you? What is to be deported? What is deportation? Thank you. Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Are you a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthday? Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? What is the Constitution? What is the form of government of the United States? Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? What is an oath of allegiance? Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? Why do you want to become a U.S. citizen? Now tell me, why do you qualify to be an American citizen? Thank you. If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? What is to bear arms on behalf of the United States? Thank you. If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combat services in the U.S. Armed Forces? Can you please give me an example of a non-combat services in the U.S. Armed Forces? Thank you. If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian directions? Can you please give me an example of work of national importance under civilian directions? Thank you. Vaya práctica pesadita, pero la verdad es que este tipo de videos son claves para prepararse bien, para que uno se dé cuenta qué es la parte que le hace falta trabajar. Recuerda que si estás en algún foro de ciudadanía, ayúdanos a compartir este video, dale like si no le has dado. Si tienes tu entrevista esta semana, toda la suerte del mundo. Si no la tienes, pues aquí vamos a seguir ayudando a que te prepares bien para que ese día puedas lograr tu meta, que es obtener la ciudadanía. Nos vemos en el próximo video.